up. I'm up to no good. I've been thinking about that shit a lot, yo. Low key.
That was a classic.
It was like a classic moment,
man.
What, Charged Up, the Drake song?
No. You didn't see it? Like Lawyer Squad, where they were like making fun of light skins. Oh man.
Like tees.
Yeah.
Like tank tops.
Tank tops.
No, I never. Actually, you know what?
Instagram likes.
As much of a big Odd Future fan I was, I didn't really get into Loiter Squad, like the TV series.
Oh, you didn't? Oh man, that was hilarious.
Was it good? I thought it was
funny. It was funny.
I thought it was gonna be. It's kind of like a Jackass esque.
It was.
Was it?
Yeah.
I never really got into
stunts,
it.
Though.
It was stunts. It was more.
That was stunts with like comedy skits, like being like stupid stuff.
Absolutely,
You know?
it was like done like yeah.
You watched all of it?
Just a little bit of it.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
But that shit was. I think it was like what Yumi and Gino were like all that shit.
Yeah. Lawyer Squad heavy, man.
Yeah.
That's so weird that you're a Tyler fan, bro. Well, it's not weird, but were you an Odd Future fan or were you just a Tyler fan?
No, I was Tyler first, obviously, but then just branched off to Odd
So
Future.
what was it? Was it like Yonkers that got you into it?
It was
It was Bastard, man. Bastard.
Oh, it
first.
was?
Yeah, man.
Really?
I was in high school, bro.
Yeah, Joe Krepp actually put me on that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, we were in technology class.
Yeah.
Maybe
yeah,
it might.
yeah, both of us.
Yeah, because Joe Krepp, like, we were playing ball in Oakstead. He put me on it on Bastard, and then I was like, this is pretty hard.
I feel like Justin.
But we're all the same age, like the peer group. Durant got you on it?
Yeah, I think he put me on it actually.
Yeah.
Actually, Justin put me on the Weekend too. I'll give him a lot of credit. He put me on the Weekend. Like when the Weekend first came out in 2011, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I remember listening to House of Balloons in his car. Like that's what I remember.
I listened to it on like by myself. I just found it on like a website. Like it was like on like those websites like that had music websites.
Okay.
And I was by myself. I was like, I listened. I was like, oh shit, it's hard.
Yeah, House of Balloons was a time. Like I wasn't active in the streets back then, but
Wait, what?
I wasn't active, but man, I had an imagination. What it was like in that time period.
It's crazy because if you go back now and listen to like the House of Balloons or like Thursday, like kids now are like Trilogy, but like I don't look at it. I'm like, no, that's House of Balloons, or like that's Thursday, or that's Echoes of Silence. Like that's how I look at it. But
what was your favorite mixtape out of those three?
What?
Out of those three, what was your favorite mixtape? Like Echoes of Silence, Thursday, House of Balloons. What was your favorite one?
Oh, that's hard. It's gonna be either probably House of Balloons,
really?
maybe Thursday. It's between those two.
Right.
It's between those two. I mean, I liked Echoes of Silence a lot too. Don't get me wrong, but out of those two, I don't know. It's hard. I never even thought about that question. I have to think about that. What about you?
Fake fan.
It's not a fake fan. I don't know. I don't know which one I like better.
I'm gonna have to go Thursday. I think Thursday had more of a collective I like. House of Balloons had more of an impact for me. There was like 3-4 songs on House of Balloons that I really fucked with on rotation like all the time. But I think as a collective, I think Thursday was my favorite.
Interesting.
Yeah, like overall, and it had Drake features. So. That's why.
That one had The Zone on it, right?
The Zone was on.
Yeah, that's
Thursday.
that is my favorite song. One of my favorite Weekend songs. Interesting. What about you? You didn't listen to them like that, right? The Weekend.
I listened to him like that. Like
you got
Thursday,
into,
I remember a little bit.
Like Starboy.
Yeah, Starboy.
He trying me for real. Damn, bro.
Bro.
It was I remember Thursday a little bit. Echoes of Silence, not too much.
Right.
It was definitely the House of Balloons.
It was cool.
Yeah. House of Balloons was my. Because that's what exposed me to him. Like you never forget that first film when you listen to somebody.
Or was it the cover that got you?
It was the cover, and then it was the music video. For What You Need, the music video. Black and white. Oh man, that's on loop, man.
Yeah, no lie. Like black and white videos, they do be going off.
Yeah, bro.
I agree. Speaking on like House of Balloons being like this rubber base.
Being rubber base.
I wanted to know.
This is a nasty segment.
It might be, but.
I see what you're doing though.
We were talking about this the other day, and I just thought it was hilarious. So we have to talk about this on air. I don't know why we don't record off air, guys, but we should sometimes. So one of the topics I did want to talk about is like we're talking about condoms, right? So I mean, nobody really knows what that is now in this era, but
safe sex is great sex.
But back in the day, condoms was a norm. So like I don't know about y'all, but we used to. We
promote safe sex, by the way.
Man. Yeah, condom style.
Condom style.
Cassidy.
Cassidy.
But no, what I was trying to say is like, you know, we used to put the condom in like the wallet, right? We used to always put the condom in the wallet.
Yeah, just in case, you know, just in case.
But I used to think about like how like we would never use them. It would just kind of go raggedy and old in the condom, and then you flip it out for a new one.
I'd rather be caught with it than without it. You know what I mean?
Keep that thing on me.
Man. Keep it on me.
Keep it on me, man.
So the thing is, I would always carry like a condom on me all the time. But like I've had like mad few instances where like my mom would find that shit. Like I don't know about
it hasn't been used, so.
But it was never used, and at the time I was like a virgin and shit. So like she would always find like, you know, she'd find the one on me. You know, I felt like 50 Cent when like you know, in the movie when his grandparents found like the gun.
Oh,
and he had to explain. He had to explain himself. He's like, "Yo, like, you know," I was like, "Yeah, you know," but
only you would put a reference of a gun and a condom.
But that's how I felt. But that's how I felt at the time.
The heat,
you know,
man.
Got the heat on you.
The heat on me right now, man.
But my mom, she used to like, you know, she would threaten me. She's like, "I'm gonna tell your grandma, but it's condom. You better not tell my grandma about it.
Don't ever say one word
Don't
about
ever
it."
tell her, you know." But you know that's kind of me. But
it was heat though. No, it was heat though, because like you picture paying like in the grocery store or something back in the day. They used to be like, "Oh, better not slip out. Please don't slip out." You know?
You're make a big scene.
Yeah, big scene.
And then you like drop like, "Oops."
Oh, shoot, my bad, guys.
Yeah. Chill. You didn't see that.
Chill. Yeah.
It's like I'm not sexually active. Chill.
We're gonna talk about how all the 10-year-olds had the magnums just to flex.
It was at the 13, 14 guys.
No, I'm saying we all just. But I know. But when you were 10, we would all have like we just show it like we were doing something.
I didn't start doing that.
Not when I was 10.
I didn't start doing that shit until I was like 15, 16.
Oh, I live in a different era, bro.
Don't do this. It's alright, bro.
But like we all had.
You just have your cons expired faster than us.
Oh, 1000%. But everyone tried to flex with the gold. Like it's like the golden ticket for Willy Wonka, bro.
The golden ticket.
That's what we had. We just show that, even though no one ever used it.
Yeah.
You know.
True.
It was nuts though, like, you know, low key when like thinking about it back now, like a 15-year-old going crazy like that. Nah.
No, we can get into that one day, but it's not.
First of all, we're
not gonna
get into it.
that.
But I say for myself, I'm saying like, yo, I wasn't like going nuts like that. I didn't like hit the growth spurt yet. You know what I mean?
Did your mom hit you with like the safe sex talk?
I never had that talk.
Oh, they were just like, yo, he ain't doing it. He ain't got it.
Yeah, I think my mom did that to me, but my dad was like, oh, well, let's go learn one day. But like my mom was like, nah, he's such a good boy. You know what I mean? He's not gonna do it till like after marriage type shit.
Interesting.
Yeah. Shout out to her. But but my dad was like, yeah, he'll learn it, just like off his own merit.
Learn from the friends.
Did you?
No, like you learn from your friends. That's how you learn, though. Like your friends will tell you.
Oh, I thought you were saying something else. Like, yo, relax.
Oh.
Relax. But what about you? Did you ever have that?
What?
That sit down, the birds and bees.
Maybe. I don't remember. I just feel like my friends have always broke it down to me. I think I learned about it in like 4th grade. Like they kind of, you know, people started explaining that to me. Like I had the sex talk in like 4th grade, and so I was like,
through peers,
yeah.
Yo, watch this.
Like yeah, pretty much. I was exposed too early. But T, the reason we brought this up is because T had a story to tell. He had a story to tell. It's hilarious. We gotta hear it.
Don't give him like that much, yo.
I know, I'm hyping it up right now, man. But all right, setting the scene, right? You know, this was I was 17. You know, just on the cusp of being a freshman at school. So you know, the hype is high. You see the movies, like, ooh, this is what college is gonna be like, right? So you're ready. You're excited for it. So, you know, day comes, moving day, orientation, get to know people. We're driving to the destination. We're moving in. And I'm like, I'm antsy, you know. I'm ready.
I'm feeling antsy.
I'm thinking about what's to come. And my mom, she's thinking of, you know, my future, what's ahead of me. Great things I'm about to do.
I'll bet.
Great things about to do. And before we actually get there, you know, 15 minutes out, I'm like, oh, we gotta make a stop. We gotta make a pit stop.
Oh, like that? Just like, yo.
We need to get some immediately, some equipment. My mom's like, okay, what do we need? You know, we packed up at the house like
pens,
paper, you know, all the toiletries. Yo, we got that. But I'm like, Mom, we need to stop. We need to get some condoms, like right now.
Yo.
We need to get immediately. Like this is not a game. Like that was the first thing that was on my mind when I was Freshman moving
like
school.
on the way.
So like, wait, so you thought like, so
way.
in your mind, you thought the minute you walked in college, like girls are just gonna come,
They literally, like, look
stand
close to
in
you.
line
Yo,
and just give it up.
I saw the movies, man. You gotta be prepared. Like
Keep it on you.
keep the thing on. I didn't have it on me at that time, so I was like, yo, I'm not about to step in.
I thought I was gonna step unprepared.
Unprepared right now, bro.
Did she take you to get it?
Eventually. Eventually.
She said not orientation
Nah,
week,
yeah.
but
I could just like imagine like she's like the whole time just like what the fuck.
when she got it, did she like go in the aisle with you and like and like
Bro, don't do that.
No,
I'm just curious.
Wait, hold his hand.
No, not hold his hand, but like break it down. Like, yo, this is like the rigid tip, like the lambskin.
Yo.
Shout out to Slade, like,
Oh,
you know, like breaking down the different
the
materials.
lambskin.
I don't know.
So I know. I remember the reference.
Like, I don't know. Did she like?
Nah, man. We got to the spot. I said, give me 5.
I'll handle it from here.
I'll
I'll handle it from here.
Give me 5. You know. And, it took me a little while.
Took me over
Did my
5.
research, making sure.
You did due diligence.
You read the back of the packet.
Check the expiration.
Fire and ice.
Yeah, man.
That's just trash, bro.
I picked it out, but they don't really let you know that in college they kind of just give them out for free.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of like all
the
the event, the wellness center, all the
wellness
events. It's kind of like, damn,
events.
I just wasted this money right here.
Yeah.
Better prepare.
Yeah, better have it. I'd rather be caught with it than without it. That's just part of it.
Exactly. Man.
That's fucking crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But on that note, yo, welcome back to the Sweeterman Podcast, episode 49. Hopefully, y'all having a great 2021. It's your boy Nick, aka the Anti-Hero. To my right,
It's your boy Will, aka Mr. Potter, aka Curve Gotti. Do not go into my mentions. Do not DM me. I will not reply.
It's your boy T squared, T time, cup of tea. You know what it is.
And we got the visuals going with Jojo helping us out, and we got the audio.
Slade.
Yo.
On that note, we came back today. We actually have a very interesting topic we did want to talk about.
Break it down.
It's called the dating pyramid, right? Last episode, we kind of talked a little bit about breakups. During the winter is when people kind of get cuffed up or a lot of breakups occur. That's defining moments right there, right? You make it through the Infinity Stones, you don't know. So we wanted to talk kind of about the pyramid, the dating pyramid, and kind of break that down, piece by piece. So what is the dating pyramid?
I mean, don't you usually the top is what you strive for, and the bottom is kind of like the which you usually get, just coming through.
The bottom is like what you always get.
The
bare
common,
minimum.
It's the foundation.
The foundation.
You have to build
the foundation.
It's the foundation.
Something like that. But it's like it's like a common pool. You know what I mean? Like you'll find this more frequently than you would, going up the scale.
Agreed. So, I mean, I think this is just the start of like, if you want to start dating someone, these are kind of like the gradual steps to see if they're going to go from fling to the thing, like with the ring. You know what I mean?
Oh my god.
Yo. All right, man.
Hey,
We can just tell he was just writing this.
I'm working on
You got
good
an IG
card.
caption.
I know.
Come on.
Yo, put this as like your IG caption.
I could be the fling to the thing,
Well,
to the ring.
Anyway.
But look, so anyways, I digress. So the base is going to be more of a, sexual attraction, right? Like when you first meet somebody, it's off a very physical attribute, because you don't know anything about them.
Not at all.
So you're going to...
You judge it off appearance.
You don't just look at someone that you're not into in a physical way and go, I want to get to know them. There's some kind of physical attraction. You know what I'm saying?
You need to stop with the cap, man. That's what people are into. Like when you just look at someone to date, that's the first thing you see. We're visual creatures, so I don't like when people say like, "Nah, it was." I could tell in their brain it was. I just could sense it, man.
I could tell they were on the same wavelength as me.
1000%.
You saw something you like, and you said,
That was it.
I need that.
For me, it's kind of like on that. I don't always like to see a person like physically. I always see like what they're wearing. Like I'm also a visual creature myself, but I look at like how they carry themselves. Like
Oh yeah. I think physical attraction. It's anything appearance wise.
yeah.
Like, yeah.
Okay, so it doesn't be sexually.
No. I mean, sexual attraction, but you're sexually attracted maybe by the clothes they wear. Maybe you're into the fashion.
I'm just sexually attracted.
Their hair is nice.
Yeah.
No, but like that.
I know, but it does fit a lot of factors.
Yeah. No, for sure. So in this theory, right, and we're gonna break this down in multiple categories. So y'all gotta kind of stay and follow us with this, right? We're gonna start. This is the beginning stage, sexual attraction. Now, if you're stuck at this phase, fellas, ladies, based on where we got our resources from, that's 2 visits. That's 2 hits.
Double tap, quick.
That's a double tap. Wow. You know?
Whoa.
We're going to wow out that real quick.
Oh, man. I don't want to hear this on Spotify.
No, but so what we're trying to say is if it's just purely on sexual attraction, physical looks, most likely, ladies, dude's going to hit, 1 to, we'll say 3 times.
Yeah.
Off just that alone, right? That's the bare minimum. That's why, ladies, when some dude hits and he just disappears, you probably didn't interest him past that.
Or men.
Or men too.
Yeah. Some people could dabble it to like a one night stand sometimes.
Oh, 1000%.
Like a mistake, or like oh sorry, jokes. Like
he's just physically attractive. No, but girls are like that too.
I mean both sides. We can't be coy about it. It's both sides of the spectrum.
1000%.
And that's something that to obviously consider. It's not just guys on the girls on the guys as well, because girls could also have probably the same pyramid.
Oh no, this applies to everybody.
It applies to everybody.
But unfortunately, this podcast has 3 guys, so we have to tell them off our perspective.
Sure.
I think from there, you have the next level is the compatibility and personal. So like, all right, you meet this cute chick, you sleep with her or whatever, but then you start to get to know her.
Do you know her before you sleep with her, or do you know her after?
Maybe a combination of both. Maybe a combination of both. No, I'm saying maybe a combination.
It
you
depends.
you get more personal with her. You kind of learn her interests, her likes. You guys are compatible in a way like, hey, like I like to go clubbing. I like to go clubbing, or I like basketball. I like, you know what I mean? And
whatever personal interests you guys have.
That right there alone, buy you about 5 days, 5 dates.
5 dates.
5 dates. Yeah, it puts you a step above.
Put you a step above. Like you can get, and you got to think, 5 days is a couple. It could be a couple months.
It could be spread out in a while.
That could be once a week, once every other week. Especially in this dating era, that's kind of how it is now.
Shit,
but yeah, you get more personal with them, right? You kind of get the common interests, and they're just cool to be around.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I could see that. I mean, I feel like for me, I think when it comes to compatibility and be more personal, like I like to take my time with it. So I feel like 5 might be like too small for me, and maybe I'll add more time on that. You know what I mean? Because I do want to still try to find compatibility with each other. You know what I mean? So maybe that's for my own personal interest.
Yeah, because sometimes you don't know if you're compatible or they're just being like a yes person. They just want to do things because you want to. So sometimes
you gotta kind of
hard
take your time to fish that out.
Yeah,
fish
typical trap.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's trapping season. Is the compatibility personal at level? It's trapping season.
Sometimes you find a girl that loves basketball, man. You're just like, oh my god, they're enthused with the sport, man. I never knew this person existed.
Right, and then you find out why she likes basketball.
You get why they like basketball. Oh, it's because of me. The compatibility isn't there, man.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I do like it though. Like I like it when somebody wants to know about something and you teach them instead of them knowing it at first. Because I feel like just for me, I'm talking upon myself. Like if you know something, what happens to me is where'd you learn it from? Where'd that come from? You know what I mean? But if you don't know and I'm able to teach, or vice versa. That's dope.
I just thought about maybe it was years ago. Will was dating this chick or whatever.
Oh fuck!
And,
right here was flag just right now.
And no, it's just off the tip of the basketball.
I'm kidding.
He was dating this girl. She obviously had no clue what basketball was, right? But she knew Will was a Miami Heat fan, right? Oh. And I was making fun of Miami Heats. I think I don't know what it was. I think they lost. They got bumped in the playoffs. Something happened, and then I was making fun of them. She was just like, "Shut up, Nick. Shut your mouth. The Heat are better than your team will ever be."
I know you're talking about that.
Granted, but she had no idea, but she stood by him because it was his team.
Yep.
See what I'm saying? But that's off of compatibility. She didn't. If she really liked him, she would have really got in and learned the sports in the way.
The names.
Yeah.
the names of the
team players. So, That just kind of reminded me of that. It's funny.
Damn. Okay. Cool. No flag.
No flag. Put it down. And then honestly, from there, this is when things start to get serious, right? If you can talk to somebody on an intellectual level, I'm talking about you guys can chop it up all night. You know what I mean? When you meet somebody, y'all just talk all night.
The overnight talks.
Y'all just get each other. You're like, damn, it's 3 a.m, but I don't want to leave. I
want
to stay right here. Yeah.
Sleeping bag talk.
Sleeping bag talk.
Sleeping bag talk.
I like that because it's not pillow talk.
It's not pillow talk. You there for the long haul, man. You there for the night. Sleep.
I like that. You know, it's hard now. Now whenever we do the thing, I think about
push.
Yeah. Now I'm like, oh man, we actually do that.
Big Cudi vibes.
But once you get to this intellectual, conversation and kind of have like that kind of mentality and bond towards each other, that's when a guy or girl will start to date. They won't commit.
Right.
But they'll start to date you. Jojo's like, wait a minute.
No, wait a minute.
Jojo just looks like, wait.
So are we seeing each other in a open setting yet? Like
yeah, like no, we're going out, like we're going, we're getting Chili's or we're going out to brunch.
We don't have to disclose where we're going. We can say we're going out.
I'm just throwing things like, yeah, you'll go out, like, hey, let's go out to the park. I don't know, wherever.
Hey, whatever it may be.
Let's go out, but you're not committed yet. Like
So you guys are going out, around the town, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like you don't care. Y'all, it's fun.
You're not lurking, you're not like trying to duck on.
Yeah, you're not looking over your shoulder.
Okay.
I mean, you're not committed. Like, if you want to, if you're like, you're obviously, if you find someone else more interesting, you're just going to slide that way. But you're committed to them in a sense of you're dating.
So you're sticking to the plan that we talked about a few days ago, and you're going to like go to the plan.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you're going to commit to it. Like, you're going to go, all right, like, let's hang out next Thursday. You're going to see them next Thursday.
Okay, there we go.
You see what I'm saying?
See where we're at now, 2021, man?
That's really what dating life is out here. It's
crazy,
like, we're dating, but, like, we're not together. Also, so, like, they can't ask me, what are you doing right now? Mm-hmm. But at the same time, I'm going to see you Thursday. See what I'm saying?
Don't ask questions till Thursday.
Yeah, it's a delicate balance of respect, man.
Yes.
It really is.
Yeah, I can not text back for 6 hours, but, like, we're talking. That's kind of.
I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying? Like that's the realm of like intellectual conversation. That's where we're at right now.
So what's like that expectancy?
There is no pure expectancy. Was there? I don't think there was. I think it was just date but won't commit. So it's.
I think it was 6 months.
About 6 months. Okay, we'll just say
6 months.
So yeah, so if they can intellectually keep you for about 6 months. Yeah. Then from there, then maybe you can go into the next level. Mm-hmm. This is like, almost at the top of the pyramid. We're getting closer. So every step, we're going higher and higher up this pyramid.
Right? Notice it's getting steeper. So a lot of those people you think about in your head, they're not gonna make it. It's getting steeper. It's
so like, ladies, you got the 10 dudes in your DMs. You're down about 2 of them right now.
Right.
You're 3.
Yeah, okay, about 3. You got about 3. You got to make a decision soon. You're with the finale, all right?
Yeah, if you're shaking your head already, just let it go.
Yeah.
Just let it go.
I can't believe it, man.
Yeah, no, we're messing up a lot of things. We're getting the hot. We're gonna build the population for the hot girls. No, so the next step is life goals and synchronization, right? This is
very important.
This is when you actually date somebody that, they're not. You guys can coexist with each other, and they're not stepping on your dreams, right? You can continue to do your thing.
Building you up.
Yep, you guys are building up.
Yeah, you're building each other up. Like, it's not dumb that you like do this. Like, keep going. You know what I mean? It's like, or they're not trying to sway you away from what you're really trying to do.
Yeah, they're not trying to control your aspect of your life to like you have to do things this way, or like you're not happy. Like you get to still follow your dreams and your goals, and they want to help you. Like it's a partnership. It's a partnership now. It's like they're gonna help you in any way. Hey, you want to be a nurse? You want to go to medical school? Hey, study tonight. Don't hang out with me.
Don't hang out with me.
Or just come over and you can study while I play video games. Whatever. Let's build together. Let's start building plans together. Let's invest. When you get to like that level, 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah, 2 years.
It's about 2 years.
2 years.
Me, I'm gonna say I give that. I would give that a little more. 7 years. No. I give that more time. 2 years is like I think 2 years is like a taboo year, like low key. Because you think about, I think 2 years you're past the honeymoon stage at that point.
Like most businesses don't make it past a year, but most relationships,
Just
2
like-
years.
2 years.
like,
2 years is that year.
yeah,
You know what I
so
mean? Because like you're out of that honeymoon stage, so you're out of that. That's about a year and a half.
Yeah, you're looking for the stimulus package.
And then
by
the
then.
stimulus package.
You're looking for the stimulus, dog. It's like, yo, what's next, man?
We do have to
next?
talk about like all the relationship milestones one day. You know, you got the honeymoon, the 1 year fight, the 2 year fight, the 5 year fight. Like we got to talk about that
Fights.
one day.
That's
No,
good.
there's certain fights you have to have
I
in a
agree.
relationship.
That's true. That's true. Gotta keep it honest.
Yeah, I think the key word you said there was synchronized. Like, you know, talk about life goals on a deeper end, but like synchronization, it could be the most basic thing.
Yeah.
Like, think you two are sharing a kitchen. Y'all two bumping heads all the time. Like, yo, I was looking for the spatula. No, I was going to use the spatula. Or the blender's going off and you're not in the right mix. Like,
Right.
you're not synchronized.
Yeah. It's true.
You know, that's
I see what
going
you're
to
saying.
cause a habit. You know, you're in the bathroom together,
Oh yeah.
sharing the bathroom. That takes synchronization.
It does. It really does.
It
Yeah,
really
think about
It
bro.
does.
really does.
Think
No,
about-
it's
yeah.
you don't realize because like you know in the beginning you're like, all right, all I care about is like us two getting along. But like when you're around them all the time and start to actually synchronize like
Yeah.
that, bro, it's the smallest things. It's
Yeah.
the, you know, I want to eat at 6.
Yeah.
Are we prepared to cook?
Fucking Christ.
I know, I'm serious.
No, I
though.
know. I got okay.
But then now it's 8 o'clock, and then now you got to start throwing something together. You're not synchronized. You're not on the same page. You want to because like if you're a rhythm person, a routine person,
Yeah.
you want somebody that's rhythm routine, or can at least you guys can compromise.
Be on time.
Yes.
Be on time make it a habit. You know,
Make it a habit.
you know, I'm not saying for myself. I'm saying like I think people like people to be a little on time to certain things. You know what I mean? Like you
Yeah,
said,
but that's what it is. It's you guys have to be, you know, you have to understand each other.
right.
You know what I mean? So if you're at that stage, that buys you about 2 years, fellas, ladies.
If not more.
Yeah.
That's personal preference.
But when if you start to notice that they start to diminish your dreams or kind of push you away from your goals in life, and you start to feel like you have to change who you
Or
are.
can I tell you, you're taking too long, you're whack. Or why are you not on Sandy's level or
Oh, yeah.
or Billy Bond's level? Of,
Yeah.
You know, being on this type of like relationship right now, and we have the same amount of time together. Stop comparing your shit to other people at a certain time. You know what I mean?
Don't even get me comparing.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I can tell who's getting hyped.
Comparing relationships is nuts.
No, yeah, and that's something that people shouldn't do, and that's something that you
No,
should.
they do that.
Well, they do, but I feel like you shouldn't. You know,
shouldn't,
in
no, 'cause
respect to your partner.
They only compare the positives that they see, and they don't know what really goes on.
Down.
You know what I mean? In the inside.
I think we talked about that.
Yeah, man.
We have definitely talked about that.
Yeah, man. For comparing, I just don't feel like, you know, people look at relationships like it's like a fantasy league. You know what I mean? They're just looking at the points, the numbers. They don't see the other relationship, their stat pattern. It really, the situation don't really matter.
Bro, yeah.
They're just doing things. They just letting off the likes, the Instagram posts, their stat pattern. There's no real. It's all surface. There's nothing behind that.
Damn. Okay.
We know relationships like a dynasty. It takes years
Takes time.
to build that. You know, you can't compare.
Takes time. Takes
But
chemistry.
and the thing is, yo, you're only seeing the positive because that's what's posted on Instagram.
Right.
So you don't even really know.
Exactly.
You don't know like if like they're doing that. That's like the last leg of their relationship.
Yeah.
If this don't go right, then it's over.
Get these tweets off and
Yo.
hope it goes right.
Bro, like I used to get a lot of shit because like I wouldn't buy flowers all the time, right?
Yeah.
But you know, my ex, her friend's man would buy flowers, like really nice flowers, like once a week, and I got shitted on every week. Like, yo, you don't get flowers. This man gets flowers, and I was like, yeah, but that's their business. That's not our business. I don't waste money on frivolous things like that. Turns out, a couple months later, man got no money, asking my ex for money. Because he ain't had no money. You see what I'm saying? So if he was not being a little flower boy,
Flower.
no shots, Tyler.
Okay.
But
Shots, Tyler.
I would offend. But if he wasn't trying to like impress her with these gifts that were gonna die out in a week,
Yeah, sure.
he could have had money and stopped asking the people. Because then he just made, you know what? But if I asked somebody for money, I would have got shitted on. You see
Yeah,
what I'm
now you
saying?
become a broke boy.
Bro,
You see what I'm saying? So that's. But then I have the money to go on a flight somewhere.
Yeah.
He got money to own a garden. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's levels to this.
It is levels, and it's also
So don't compare.
don't ever compare because like
compare.
you know, and that's true though because like you don't want to just like splurge to multiple things just to please the eye of other people. You want to do things centered to what she wants.
Well, no, exactly.
what they
But
want.
if you're constantly trying to shuffle and compare, then again, that's just why if they make, then you're giving up on your dream.
Yeah.
What if your dream is to like buy a house together or go on a nice trip together? I can't do that if you want me to keep maintaining an image to impress these weekenders.
We're going out every day, or
Yeah.
every other day, every week.
Yeah,
we're
that lifestyle isn't sustainable, man.
It's not.
You can't take you out dates all the time.
I could take you to brunch every week, but we ain't going nowhere else. But we ain't going
Bro,
nowhere
We'll see each
else.
other once a week.
And that's it.
And going nuts on that day.
Yeah, fine. Have all the
All that.
mimosas, have all the little Benedict toast or whatever y'all
Benedict
call it.
toast.
Whatever. Fine.
Classic.
But we ain't going on no trip.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But then you go have people or men or women go say like, oh, well, they're going to do that, and why would be with him or whatever. But like at the end of the day, it's not like that. It's just like as you learn to like with your partner, as you learn what they like, what they what they want to be done. You don't have to do all these things, and you don't have to. If they don't fuck with brunch, then you don't fuck with brunch. Then you do the flight thing. If they want to travel, then you travel together. If you don't, like.
Yeah, but it's like, but don't go out of pocket because like
And
say
that's
like
true, too.
so say if brunch is your bag, right?
Right.
And I do the brunch thing because I like brunch.
Cool.
Not me, but you like brunch, right? Let's say you do brunch every weekend.
Okay.
But then all of a sudden she's like, I want a puppy because she sees some dude got a puppy for her. Now you have to buy a dog, and I'm like, this level is 2-year commitment level.
Mm-hmm.
I can't get a dog. That binds us for how long do dogs live? Like 7 years?
More than that. A lot more than that. A lot more than that.
Just flag that. But whatever. But it's a really long commitment.
Yeah,
It is a long commitment.
It's a long commitment.
That is like a stimulus package in a relationship. When shit is rocky, you push the dog out.
That is
Ooh,
true.
man.
That is
it's
true.
gonna be
though.
good for a little while.
And then you name that dog after you. Like your dog is your name.
That is true. That's the first.
That's true.
Well, we will talk about one day. That's like the first line of like getting your significant other back. You got the
Big
dog,
facts.
and you got the proposal. You got a lot of different.
proposal?
There's a lot of
Too
yeah.
much.
Yeah, that's deep in the bag, you know.
Yeah,
That's last resort. That's
yeah,
last
that's
resort.
last
Shit, bro.
But anyways, so that's year 2. Now we're gonna get to the top of the pyramid. It's gonna be pure, deep understanding and perpetual growth, right? So this is when it's not just about them, but you guys are starting to mold together. You guys are starting to truly understand each other as individuals, and together.
Yeah.
Like
you guys are picking up the same characteristics. You guys are like
like you guys are kind of essentially becoming that one, right?
Yeah.
Like you guys really know each other by the back of your hands. Like, but the caveat to it is you have to actually like who you're becoming.
Yeah, that's big, man.
You see what
That's
I'm
what
saying?
Drake said.
That is big, man.
I think I like who I'm becoming.
I used to work at the mall, right? And I would just look at the dads all day. Pause, right?
Yeah,
I would look at the dads because I would see like the mom and the kids, and they're just grabbing clothes, and the dad just looks so miserable in the background. And I would notice this, and like all the time. That's all I did is I would just stand there and I would just be like, "Damn, he looks so mad. They spent $200 on some bullshit. He just worked all week." But that's what I would see all day because he's not happy. He wasn't happy with what he ended up with. See what I'm saying? They weren't synchronized. They weren't understanding. They didn't perpetually grow together. They grew apart.
That's true. And I think part of that too is like looking at each other's families. You know, when both families link up,
That's true.
and it's like a mesh.
That's big.
You know, that's huge. Like y'all are one.
Yeah.
Yeah, man,
Like
that's
you have
important.
a supporting cast behind you.
Yeah, supporting.
And like perpetuating both you guys into like having something like a safe, like a safe haven. Like, I'm good with her family, she's good with my family, and it's like it's a good backbone to having a better like
Oh,
connection.
1000%.
Yeah, when like everybody can see eye to eye and like
Think about it. You have a good family that's there. They can help support you financially.
Yeah.
They can help watch the kids, allow y'all that time to have date nights. Keep that. Which I do want to. It's kind of like you have to at the end of the day, like if you have kids. I mean, it's totally off topic, but you have to have when you have kids. Like, still, I think the priority should still be your significant other. What are your guys' takes on that? If you have kids, is your significant other still the number one priority, or is your kid the number one priority?
I think for us to both, for us to both to like raise and be like a role model to like a child, I feel like we both should put each other first, and then off that, like it'll just like leak or branch off to like the kid, because if you start focusing on the kid and the child more than like your significant other, I mean, obviously at first you will, because it's a new thing, amazing, wonderful, like new life and all that stuff, but like when time goes, you'll see the mama's boy, you'll see the daddy's girl, you'll see that, but like if you guys both synchronize with each other, then it's not like that, it's just like,
It's
mom and dad. I love mom and dad, I mean, I don't move into one more than I do the other one, and that's just me. I don't have any children. I've been with females that have children, and I've seen that behavior, not as a bad thing or not, but I'm just saying, like, I could tell, like, I see it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I mean, that's my take on it.
I don't know. I feel like I put the kid first in a way.
Right.
Definitely I put the kid first. I don't know, because it's just something fresh, something new.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm saying like at first, I mean, for myself, at first you will, and then, but going up, like going further, like years go by.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely can't forget about the relationship.
Nah.
Like yeah,
That's
you
what
can't forget like the foundation.
And that's what I was trying to allude to.
Well,
don't try to put me on the spot.
Oh no.
Like, yo, first of all, the kid.
Yeah, it's a pyramid. You
No,
gotta remember
true.
the stages we got before
Right.
the kid.
Well, someone put this in a really good perspective for me, was that eventually the kid's going to be out of your life.
Or don't want you to.
Well, not out of your life, but they're going to eventually move out or move on.
Right, of course.
But your partner's going to be there forever. Mm-hmm. So you want to still maintain that relationship with your partner at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I mean, if you get to that point when you're like, you and your partner are like tight, you guys are good, you guys are growing together, then that's when, at this level in this pyramid, this is the tip of the pyramid. This is when you propose, right? This is when you propose. This is the person you spend the rest of your life with. If not, then this is when you break up, right? This is like the last straw before you make the biggest mistake in your life, right? You gotta.
Good God.
No, I'm just saying, but like, if you're not happy, like, let's talk about the guy that was in the mall and he's just unhappy. It's because at that moment, he said, I'm gonna stick it out.
Stick it out, see if it changes.
And see if it changes. If it doesn't change, well, I'm too late. I'm too deep.
Yeah, I'm here.
So that's when you got to go. So in each stage of the pyramid, you need to start asking yourself questions on, and we'll post like the picture of like a pyramid just so you can kind of see. But like, look at people and somebody can be great. Like somebody can be great. Like a girl can be amazing, and she might be second tier pyramid. Where you guys could date for a couple months and it's a blast.
It's amazing.
You're going to remember her. You're going to be like, yo, T, remember that girl from way back? Yeah, man, I heard she was great.
Yeah.
But it was never going to work out anyways.
Right.
But you have to understand and accept that.
Yeah. And also, it just goes not only to you, but to their level too, because maybe they look at you as like a temporary, forever, or maybe as in like, I could see myself being with this guy for a little bit. Maybe not forever, but he has a lot of qualities that I like from him that I could hold for a little bit.
Exactly.
Yeah, it goes both ways.
Yeah, and the thing like a pyramid is like, there's different levels people stay at, You could have someone on the bottom level for as long as you want, they could just be right there on the bottom.
Yeah,
just
like a reoccurring guest.
Yeah, reoccurring on the physical. Yeah,
on the physical too.
No, you're right. I mean, and yeah, you can technically marry somebody off sexual attraction if you want, but
yeah, if you're shallow.
But you're marrying the bottom of the pyramid, and that's not the goal, right? We want to strive to be at the top. You got to work for the top. So, and then also start to identify where you are at on the pyramid.
It's very true.
Because not everybody's at the top of the pyramid, and you can't just predict and hope everyone can make it to the top with you. You have to grow too. So if you're just looks and nothing else, just no depth, man, get some depth, man. Read a book one time.
Read
something.
Somebody read. Somebody did this.
There's audiobooks. There's audiobooks.
Yeah, you don't gotta physically read. You can just listen to it. Build your vocabulary. Know what to say. When not to say it. Have a filter.
Yeah, when we talk about binge on some books.
Don't binge on Netflix.
Don't binge on Netflix.
Yo,
I need some depth, man.
Yo.
It is actually kind of scary if you like watching Netflix with a girl and she knows every single show on there.
Yo, you're gonna start questioning. You got some questions.
Fellas start to concern like, wait a minute.
Let me see your bookshelf.
Yeah, where's your
Like, you know when people like when girls like, let me see your phone. Let me see your bookshelf.
Yeah, no.
If you got more than 10 books, you can see my phone.
No, actually, I was watching this series, and this guy was like, you know, they had sex one night, but he was like, just so I could do it again, I need to see where your bookshelf is. I need to see what type of books you got in here. It tells a lot about the person you're with, man.
For real.
Think about it, you know, if someone like cookbooks, like, oh man, I probably would.
She's a
Nice
chef.
little chef right now, you
A
know.
little chef out here.
But they ain't even got a shelf. Yeah, they ain't got the shelf.
Yeah, where's the bookshelf?
Yeah, where the bookshelf at, man?
Like,
That's actually true. Have y'all ever heard of the term a nook?
yeah.
Nah, I need to.
So a nook is a place where you sit, where you read the book. It's a specialized. It's a specialized place where you you nook and read your book. Like it's that's what you do. Like you sit in this comfy. It's supposed to set the ambiance
To read.
of reading.
Yeah.
I got you.
That's some high level tier shit. That's some high
yeah.
levels of. I didn't even know what that was. I thought that was like when I heard nook. I
Guys,
thought
we're
it was
we're like in our
you know, like the iPad where you can read. What's it called?
the
The Kindle. I thought that's what that was. I said, oh, I never. Oh,
That's the Nook.
That's what I thought. It was an app. I don't
Kindle's
know.
the Nook.
But no, but it's a spot. It's like in my mind, it's like, you know, like the Roman times. They have like that little bench thing you sit on sideways and then you read the book.
I mean, Barnes and Nobles and
They sell nooks.
no man, that could be someone's Nook. You know what I mean?
No. A nook is a specialized, like sofa. It's like a
Specialized sofa.
It's a furniture. It's some
I
type of.
I know what a Nook is.
It's
man.
an area of.
I'm in my 20s. I know what a Nook is.
I just learned it.
Okay.
You'd be
We're not
surprised,
gonna disclose
man.
your age.
People at the bottom of the pyramid, they scrambling right now. What's a nook, dog?
See, but I'm at the bottom of the pyramid. I just leveled up. Here,
You leveled up, bro.
Listening to myself.
Leveling up right now, man.
Oh man, but no, I mean, but ultimately in this, there's within what we just broke down. I mean, there's obviously a lot of steps, but there's like 3 giant categories. So base is for foundation. It's the starting of a relationship. Just as a summary recap, right? This is like friendship, communication, you know, common interests, like fun.
Right.
It's like the fun part. You know, you meet a girl at the club and you guys are having a good time, you know, but then the next date might not be as great when you guys are sober and, you know, meeting up at lunch.
And listening.
You know, and listening to each other. You know, there's no music to, and the dim lights.
Yeah, no dim lights helping you out here, no.
But from there, you know, then the next step is like the developing stage, right? This is where you're kind of getting to that next level in a, you know, relationship. That's when you start to have feelings for the person. You actually start being honest.
You're texting back.
You're texting them back. You know, it's more of loyalty. There's loyalty in there. You're kind of like, all right, like, you know, I'm not gonna mess around too much now.
Right.
Like I'm gonna.
You're filtering the 10 to 5, the 5 to 3.
Yeah, you're gonna go like, you know what,
You're filtering
like
the guys that you have on your roster.
exactly, like ladies, like this is what usually what happens though is like ladies will be talking to 10 dudes at the base level, right? And then they start to get more of a common feeling for, we'll just say 5. So all of a sudden, that's why fellas, when that girl just stops messaging you, you didn't make the cut. You didn't make it. You're done.
Sorry, you're a free agent again. Sorry.
You're back in the field.
Now I gotta find a contract.
You didn't make the start. You didn't make the starting 5. And this is when the guys start aggressively hitting DMs. So ladies, when this guy's hitting your DMs, it's because he got kicked off a roster. Right? He's trying to find
His position.
He's trying to find a contract somewhere.
He's trying to. He don't care at this point. And then from there, it's the matures thing. Obviously, you know, marriage, commitment. It said sex at the top, but sex really is just in every single category.
Should be in.
But this is more intimate sex.
Yeah.
More intellectual.
Intellectual. You know, this is when like you try different things in a more of a intimate way, right? Like, you know, like Slade with the missionary. You know,
the 9 volt.
The 9 volt. When you start to experiment a little bit, which we'll get into one day.
One of these days.
But that's ultimately it. That's really the pyramid breakdown. I agree with the like, you know, the timing of it. How many times you see a person. I don't know how you guys felt about it. I know you're obviously a little bit longer on things.
I give it more longer spans of all categories for myself personally.
So you could be just a hot girl with no depth, and you'll be like, we can hang out like 8 times.
Yeah, why not? I'm trying to find depth. I'm trying to dive.
You're searching.
I'm going down the waters.
How deep we
Yeah, don't look at me when you say that. Don't look at me when you say that. Don't ever say that again.
Yeah, man.
I'm going to the bottom, man. I'm getting to the bottom of this.
To the bottom of this.
And if I get there and there's nothing there, then I go back up and I leave.
You leave. You realize you're still at the bottom of the pyramid.
Yep.
There's no progression. But I mean, this is a lot to learn, yo. I mean, I learned a lot from this. I feel like you just, you kind of learn where you're at on the pyramid. You learn where they're at the pyramid, and you just kind of work on it.
Yeah.
Essentially, just work on yourself.
Yeah.
Exactly, man. Ask where the nook is at, man. Next time you
the
with that
nook
someone you think is at the next stage of pyramid.
Yeah, like when you first meet them, you just talk about it. Like, oh, do you have a nook by any chance?
nook?
Or
Yeah.
do you read?
A bookshelf?
What's your favorite book?
Yeah, what that nook do,
What that
nook do?
But just try that and just see what they say, see what they read, and honestly, then you got to read too a little bit,
Yeah. And if you do, then you're a scholar, and you're a great person, and you give knowledge to everybody else around you.
Agreed. But on that note, I mean, I think that was a good episode, guys. On that, I'm good. Shout out to Sweeterman Podcast. Follow us on Instagram. Check us out on YouTube if you're already there. Hit that subscribe, notifications. We got a lot of things coming on the way. On that note, I'm good, guys. Any last words?
Shit, man. Let's make 2021 a good one, guys. We made it this far. Started off the year right. First pod of the year. Feeling good about it.
Yeah, man. Join the book club. That's it, man.
Right, or whatever. What? Reading Rainbow.
Reading Rainbow.
We out.
Good.